Louisville. Louisville's first meeting with a ranked team this season. Ella Swindle setting Kari Spears coming out of the back row for Texas. Swindle with the dump. Louisville was ready for it. There's Chacoin. Emma Halter, the bump set to Tori Stafford on the outside, and Louisville has been known for their blocking. Enter Kara Cressy.
Louisville is an elite defensive team, and they're very good laterally getting outside. They're quick, but Cressy's got some length in the middle at the net.
She's an All-American. She's a captain for this Louisville program, a key piece. Back out to Tori Stafford, looking to go down the line and just wide.
Louisville gave Stafford a little sliver of a line, daring her to attack it. She just turns it a little bit wide, but I like that strategy. They're going to play with different looks, putting the pressure on Tori Stafford at the net for Texas.
There's Camden Schran. Aiden Ames running a slide off of 1 foot, and look at Louisville jumping out to this lead.
Louisville can put all sorts of pressure on you. They're a ball control team, but they're very disciplined in the way that they attack you. It starts with a tough serve and then disciplined block moves.
Second Ames, Peyton Peterson got a touch on it. Stafford into the net. 4-0 Louisville.
And Louisville's all over their blocking assignments. One-on-one, Aiden Ames going behind the setter. Jared Elliott said, look, our middles like to go in front of setter. That's where they're most comfortable.
Louisville serving the ball toward Tori Stafford's way. Peyton Peterson on the swing. And it's 5-0 Louisville.
Jared Elliott wants a timeout. I like that call.
All the momentum with the Louisville Cardinals as they come out facing their first ranked opponent of the season, and they're up 5-0.
One of the best teams he's ever had chemistry-wise.
And Texas is able to get its first point out of the timeout, and they still have a handful of faces, Emma Halter being one of them that goes back to serve now, that was on that 2022 national championship team. They went back-to-back 1 and 23 as well. Cabello running Calissa Blackshear out of the middle.
Dan Meske told us about Calissa Blackshear and the height at which she plays this game.
She's been battling with Reese Robbins for that opposite position, and she wins it. Stafford to the floor. Louisville jumped out to this early lead in part because of 4 straight attacking errors for Texas.
Texas came out a little bit slow, but Louisville put the pressure on them. They made good blocking moves, made them play an extra play.
Tough serve from Ella Swindle. Spears just sets it over. Cabello out to Peyton Peterson. Blocked by Kari Spears, and she's going to be a star.
Kari Spears is one of those physical players. She wasn't ready to be a 6 rotation left side, but Jared Elliott knew he wanted her on the floor. She is an impact player on the right, both with her block and her offense.
A 2-time Texas Gatorade Player of the Year and the current SEC Freshman of the Week. Peterson off hands, saved by Ramsey Gary. Kari Spears tooling the block.
When Kari Spears is in the front row, they're going to go a lot of balls the backside, spread the offense. Instead of going to that left pin, using Spears on the right.
It's so hard to believe that she has been playing on the right side for about a month now.
It's incredible. What a transition, and what a talented athlete to be able to do so at this level.
Emma Halter got it up. Peterson with the tip. Swindle dove in. Free ball back to Louisville. Cabello dumps it. Cabello to Cressy. Spears tip. Nia Bunton. And off of the block goes Peyton Peterson.
Louisville is one of those teams that can frustrate you. Lots of balls are going to come up. They read that tip really well and just extend that rally. Everybody in a burnt orange jersey breathing heavy.
A Louisville team that lost 70% of its offense from last year. They had 3 players that were drafted professionally off of last year's team that made it to that national championship match.
But the players who are stepping up for them have been training behind those All-Americans, getting to play against them, getting to see their leadership and what made them special. And they've learned, and they're stepping into big shoes right now.
I think, too, this Louisville program has been known for tailoring its style to the talent that they have in the gym. Oh, Kara Cressy danced along the tape.
I love that you said that, because Dan Meskey says, look, we don't...
Exploding out of the middle for Texas.
Nia Bunton finally getting her chance to compete on the court. She's battled some injuries, but it's been really...
Last season. Coming off a season-high 5 kills against Stanford. Abby Vanderwall. That's a freshman working hard for the Longhorns.
Abby Vanderwall, difficult, and she just did that in transition.
How long has Jarrett Elliott been talking to you about Abby Vanderwall?
Multiple years. I keep hearing, yeah, Abby's coming. Yeah, it's been probably 3 years, and you can see why. She's this special talent. She elevated for the U19 for USA in the gym. She was the MVP of the gold medal team, and she's impressive.
And Jarrett told us he's thrown her straight into the fire.
No better way to learn. It's a lot of pressure, but if she wants to be great, that's how you do it.
Perfect pass. Blackshear. Point for Louisville.
Texas, big block in front of Blackshear, but she's able to go deep to that corner. She plays a high game, gifted athlete with tons of power, playing at that opposite spot for Louisville.
Yeah, touches close to 11 feet. That's crazy. But that's a little taller than 7'4".
Kari Spears with a heavy arm, right side for the Texas point. That's impressive. They know the ball's going to Kari Spears, and she's still working around that block.
The season had 14 kills against Stanford, hit 241 in that match. Oh man, and a great serve.
That serve from Spears sets up the kill by Ames on the overpass. It's the pace, and that gets away from the Louisville passer. Aiden Ames, easy tap down at the net.
Cabello pushing it out to Chicoine. Swindle wins the joust at the net.
Ella Swindle recognized that pass was tight, that she was going to have to get there and battle. I'll tell you, she looks fired up, just locked in, game face on. Ella Swindle has gained so much. Ben Josephson on the bench has been really part of the thing that's making this group work. He said he's a genius in terms of motivating and teaching on the court, and those are the types of coaches and part of the puzzle, right? You want all these people working together to make your team great, and Ben Josephson has been a great addition to the Texas bench.
Well, Kari Spears just got her 3rd kill, 7 swings, no errors to start this match for Texas.
Texas has so much confidence, they're going to go to her early and often.
Cabello setting Blackshear out of the middle of the court. Texas's block was ready to get a free ball back. Ella Swindle goes to Aiden Ames in the middle. Cabello sets it over. Stafford's turn. Cabello to Peterson, tipping over the block. Peterson on cleanup. And Peyton Peterson burst onto the...
Peterson had a coming out party in that national semifinal, coming in for Anna DeBeer and sparking them to victory.
Did it with her serve, did it with her swing. They won that semifinal match when she was inserted because of the injury and then had to play in the national championship match. Just 35 kills and 38 digs all of last season. Kara Cressy off of 1 foot. She can be so lethal behind the setter. Cabello throws it back to Blackshear. Swindle in the middle to Bunton. Here comes Spears. And Tori Stafford tooling that block.
Louisville is not making it easy for Stafford. They are extending every single rally, and that can be exhausting for any opponent.
Louisville led 6-1, and now Texas tying this thing up. Peterson right through the block. Ella Swindle and Nia Bunton.
Peterson fast on that ball, and Swindle just a little bit late on her press at the net to block.
Hannah Kinney subs in to serve for Louisville. And that serve goes long, knotted at 13, going to 25. Ella Swindle is going to serve now. She was a true freshman in 2023 when they won a national championship, and she was that starting setter, but her journey's so interesting.
It really is. Ella Swindle started as a freshman, led her team to victory, averaged 1 block per set, did some really fantastic things on the floor with her team, and then had to sit last year.
And you know, she said that setback has really helped her grow as a leader because now she can relate to a lot of the players on her team. I mean, when you look at it, a team is comprised of a handful of athletes in different roles, like starters, wide-eyed freshmen, leaders from the bench, non-starters. Well, now she's experienced all that range of roles, so she knows what her teammates are going through, and it makes her a better leader.
And Jarrett Elliott told us, Madison, after the season that he took her to dinner, they sat down, they had a heartfelt conversation. Tears were shed, but she wants to be at Texas so bad.
And that's what Jarrett Elliott wants. He wants players who want to play for him, and he said she's stepped up and things are going really well.
Tori Stafford with the ace!
We talk about Tori Stafford, her offense, but she's elite in the back row. She passes fantastic numbers, obviously a good server.
On the ABCA Player of the Year watch list. One of 7 players on that watch list that are playing tonight here in Fort Worth. Block for Louisville.
Kara Cressy is just dominating defensive stop for Louisville.
Well, this summer she had the opportunity to play with the U23 national team in the Pan Am Cup. And a couple of attacking errors for Kari Spears.
Louisville wants to serve seams, wants to get them out of system. They talked about serving both Tori Stafford and the freshman Abby Vanderwall, trying to load them up with responsibility.
Ava Utterback will try to continue the pressure. There she goes at Vanderwall. Going right back over.
Louisville there to defend, but too much heat on that ball from freshman Kari Spears.
That's something that we're so used to seeing in Texas's gym, right? The power, the physicality, and Kari Spears fits right in.
Year after year, they're one of the most physical teams in the country, and that's why today is an interesting matchup. Texas physical, big. Louisville wants to use the entire court, spread the offense. Texas wants to shrink it.
Chacoin flying up to use the block.
When you've got a big block in front of you, there's a large surface area to tool, and Chicoine, one of the best at doing that. Number 7 in black right there for Louisville.
Elise Cabello. Set a little bit off for Kari Spears, and Louisville makes a pay.
Hannah Sherman, late getting there, but sees it, swats it. She came in often for Louisville the last season or two, known for her blocking.
Ella Swindle really trying to feed Kari Spears.
You see the trend, why not? She's a hot hitter for Texas. Kari Spears has established her power that time. The defense backs up, they're on the perimeter, and she throws it down to the middle of the court.
So Texas has now done this double sub where they bring in Rella Benny, number 3, and also number 44, Devin Kahahawai. What are they trying to do with this?
A bigger block and a tougher serve. Benny can set from the backcourt, and Kahawai is a block and then another attacker in the front row.
And they get an ace off of it.
This is a rotation, a scheme that has worked well for Texas, that helped them come back when they were down 5-10 to Stanford in the 5th set just last week.
Benny out of Hawaii, her 2nd season at Texas. And both of her serves that caused problems for Louisville. Kahahawai. Not blocked as Emma Halter lays out. Blackshear, dug by Benny. Halter, the back set to Vanderwall. Texas gets it done.
WNBA draft. Well, I asked Kari about her relationship with her family, and she told me if her dad is not there in person, he will rewatch the game. So the Wisconsin game, he rewatched it. He told her she needs to open up more on her swing and that she needs to keep moving her feet on defense. She said he was the kind of parent in club that would stand by the ref stand and yell, but she loved it.
Whatever it takes, right?
Well, it worked for her.
It's probably yelling at the TV somewhere right now. But Texas tied this up at 19. They trailed 6-1. Louisville the first to 20. It'll be a race to 25 points here in the opening set.
How about that dig by Nealise Cabello in the backcourt? She got a dig in the kill on that one. Did you get that to our statistician, Jeff Muir?
Just
dig
the stat
and kill. Overhand dig, pops to the back corner.
Well, 2-for-1 action for Cabello. Benny now setting for Texas. And Louisville gets through the block.
This is a classic speed against size. Louisville likes to go so fast. They've got undersized pins, and they're playing a very physical team on the other side of the net in Texas. Texas needs to make sure they're quick with their hands over the net defensively.
Chicoine on the serve. Vanderwall down the line as Texas has flipped their lineup a little bit. They have left Benny in to serve. Ella Swindle off the floor right now.
Leaving Kahawai as a right side blocker too to slow down the Louisville attackers on the left side.
Ramsey Gary, the transfer from Indiana. An important back row piece for Texas. Serving short down the line at Chicoine. Beautiful dig from Halter. Same for Camden Schran. And Halter can't get there. Peyton Peterson.
What Louisville is doing extremely well is they're getting block touches on Tori Stafford. Usually she has clean kills, find ways to work through the block, but they're disciplined with their hands. They're getting good block touches, allowing their team to control it back.
Eric Cressy setting up Peterson. Kahahawai blocked. Stafford.
Texas staying patient, extended rally again, but Stafford finding that opening down the line.
Tori Stafford with 4 kills. First to 25 wins the opening set. In comes Peterson.
That block was in for Texas.
And that ties it at 22. 8th time we've been tied. Oh, Blackshear really had to reach for that one. Stafford's turn. Texas up.
Louisville's in a rotate.
Cabello, there's the slide they called for, and yeah, Dan Meske didn't have to watch. It's a kill.
Incredible execution in response after a timeout by Louisville and high contact point.
Benny back to Kahahawa. It hits the antenna, and Louisville's got set point. With 7 kills, in fact, leading all attackers in this match with 7 kills. Louisville hitting 277 to open up. Texas hitting 157. It's over 100 points lower than they hit on the season. So Hannah Kinney behind the service line. It is set point Louisville. Being the first set, 25-23. Cayman Schramm just has to set it back over to Texas. Kari Spears.
Kari Spears gets her 5th kill. Look at her come out of the back row, hitting the D ball. That was her 6th kill.
Cressy on the slide, perfect placement to the back corner.
Cressy can hit that ball down, but uses the entire court going deep to that corner.
I feel like Kara Cressy has been at Louisville for about 10 years.
At least. And she brings that mentality, that pro mentality. She's been there a long time, and she knows how to lead this young team.
Service error gives the point back to Texas, and Alice Swindle. And step back to serve. Her freshman year, she was just the 3rd true freshman setter to win a title at that time. Goes to Stafford down the line. Halter calling on Spears. It's coming right back over to the Longhorns. Oh my goodness! Kari Spears, a cannon down the line.
The sound that made off Kari Spears' hand.
Cabello looking to run the slide, and the connection off. It went outside the antenna, automatically out of bounds.
That ball set just a little bit wide, and now air's creeping up on Louisville's side.
Do you like the service pressure from Texas?
It's a little better.
Announcer jinx right there?
Pretty much.
Yep, sorry about that, Texas fans.
Louisville's employing some littles in the backcourt. You see 3 elite defenders in the backcourt. No back row attacker.
I feel like defense is one of their strengths. Chacoin going after it. Dumped by Halter. Oh, misconnection between Swindle and Button, and Kara Cressy just eats that up.
I talked about Louisville using the littles. Number 6, Hannah Kinney, had a big dig to keep Louisville in that last rally.
And Dan Meske's told us that they're digging better than they ever ever have. And they've had some incredible, I mean, Elena Scott was a legendary libero who graduated last year.
In the spring, there were 7 players competing for that libero jersey, which is pretty impressive. They had Chloe Chicoine in there, Peyton Peterson, all the littles on this team, and they're elite. But Camden Tran able to come out with it.
An ace for Texas.
Tori Stafford, that's her 2nd ace already early in this match. Picking spots going down that line.
She feels like, too, that serve has really improved for her. Remember, she was a part of 2 teams that went to the national semifinal at Pitt. Vanderwall at the net.
Texas has made some adjustments, getting their hands over the net. The freshman, Abby Vanderwall, quick over to stop Cressy on this slide. Watch the hands, how pressed they are. Nowhere for Cressy to go.
Peterson cuts it too wide. And forced Dan Meskey, their head coach, to call a timeout. Texas on a 4-0 run. Vanderwall. She'll get another opportunity. Take 2 is a charm.
And that set came from Tori Stafford. Beautiful hand set out of the backcourt. And Abby Vanderwall, the tools that she has offensively and the range to hit inside the block has been impressive.
Both of her parents were college athletes. She's the Illinois Gatorade Player of the Year. Texas block. That's a 6-0 run right now for Texas.
Texas is serving the ball well, and that sets up their block. Any tweak in the play, and the offense becomes predictable. And out of system play, you have to go to the pins, and that's where the size and physicality of Texas can take over.
And we've seen a change on the Louisville side of the net. Number 25 in black has come in, Reese Robbins, and also they've changed up the setter. It's Molly Wilson, number 10 in black. The transfer from Washington. Wilson got underneath it. Reese Robbins will take the swing. Swindle out to Vanderwall. Chicoine got there. Free ball back to Texas. Blocked.
What a fantastic substitution by Dan Meskey, getting Reese Robbins involved, putting Molly Wilson in, who came up with it.
At Washington, she was their starting setter the last 2. Wilson backside to Robbins.
Set location off, didn't get wide enough or tight enough for Reese Robbins to get a good swing at that one.
Just the 4th set this season that Molly Wilson has played in. I see Dan Meskey talking to Nelise Cabello, their starting setter, who's made a substitution here. Robbins. Wilson trying to give her another chance, but it's long.
I like the decision to go left side. That ball needs to be a little bit wider.
And Nelise Cabello subbed back in now, just giving her a moment over on the sideline.
Giving a moment, giving that double sub a chance to score.
Texas's block makes it so tough.
In this particular rotation, it'd be nice if they can use Peyton Peterson out of the back row, spread their offense, but Dan Meskey wants to talk about.
He is such a good motivator for Louisville. Let's see if they can respond. Vanderwall going after after it, and a block for the Cards.
Hannah Sherman getting outside. Beautiful stop on the left side attack from Texas. Louisville needs stops. That's what they were able to do. Contain the Texas offense in the first set.
Elise Cabello. Swindle gives it back to Vanderwall, drops it in the back line. But I thought she signaled it was Texas. Up 14-5 here in set number 2 after dropping the first set 25-23. Texas has looked more in a rhythm in this set. Meanwhile, Louisville hitting in the negative.
Louisville's been air heavy, and that's because of the pressure that the block from Texas and the servers have been able to put on them.
Texas has done their double sub. Sorella Benny is in the back row and Kahahawai in the front row. And Sherman coming off of 1 foot.
Hannah Sherman, beautiful drive hard behind the setter, turn it down that line. This is a connection they've been working on, and I like the 1 foot takeoff, spreading that offense to that right pin.
Hannah Sherman had never hit off of 1 foot when she got to Louisville. Kahahawai coming out of the middle.
And that's a big deal. If you don't do it in high school, it's not that natural, but Dan Meske had to break it down and teach her, and it really helps the offense, especially when you're in the front row with the setter, to spread that offense to the pin by going off 1 foot.
Still got a swing on that out-of-system ball, and they made Texas pay.
Peyton Peterson just cleaning things up on that tight ball, but I love the rip by Hannah Sherman. Out-of-system ball, and she takes an aggressive swing.
Coach Meske literally screamed at her, rip it, own it, right before she made that swing. So you have to think he gave her some confidence to take that big rip.
Absolutely. Tori Stafford came in with that confidence on the other side to take that one.
And Rella Binney put up a hittable ball, even though she was on the run to set it. Tori Stafford finishes it off down the line.
Cabello, backside to Kara Cressy on the slide. Tori Stafford has her 8th kill.
Tori Stafford going against the freshman Blackshear, number 24 in black. Blackshear's just got to be a little quicker with her hands over the net. She's got the size to slow down Stafford.
Texas hitting 316 in this set. Peyton Peterson.
Louisville's obviously in a big hole in this second set, but they just want to get momentum back on their side, chip away, get things going in the right direction so they show up better in the third set.
Yeah, Texas used a 9-1 run to jump into a hefty lead. Going to 25. Benita Kahahawai in.
Jared Elliott told us that he likes to use.
And Devin Kahahawai, number 44 in that burnt orange jersey. I mean, she is so committed to being a Texas Longhorn, whatever they have needed over her time. Now a senior, she has played that role, and sometimes it's just subbing in for a block.
She's been first off the bench for a long time for Texas, coming in at key points and matches on the left or right pin.
A two-time national champion. Done whatever has been asked of her.
Texas has all hitters stacked on the left side.
Stafford will take the pass and get the swing. Louisville's blocked, trying to work through it.
Louisville trying to get some momentum, put some pressure on, get some blocks, find their rhythm again.
Stafford tooling the block. 9 kills now for Tori Stafford.
This is an important rotation for Louisville. They want to get Tori Stafford on the line. She's been able to get a couple aces already.
Cabello calling her own number. Kari Spears is stopped by Louisville's block.
Louisville knows that Texas wants to go off into that right side, Kari Spears, so they're leaning that direction and had a really nice stop there defensively.
Yeah, Kari Spears had 5 kills in the first set, only 2 here in the second set. Yes, Nia Bunton.
Nia Bunton, 55 in burnt orange, getting that gap set, taking it.
Texas in a much better flow in set number 2. Transfer from VCU. Sherman with the powers to a rip in the middle. Chacoin tips over the block. It's effective.
That was an important side out for Louisville. That's the rotation that they got stuck in and I believe bled out a bunch of points.
Cabello up to serve. Is Louisville a big hole to climb out of? Aiden Ames. Oh, dug by Schran. Touch on that ball by Chacoin.
Boy, Chacoin going for that deep corner, misses it long.
Oh, excuse me, no touch on it, yeah.
Chloe was asking her head coach to challenge. We've seen the power from Sherman that time. Just a soft touch through the block works for Louisville.
Sherman is having a nice set.
Hannah Sherman is playing very aggressive at the net, offensively and defensively. And for the first time, Louisville is not hitting negative numbers. They're at 0.
They played catch up most of this second set after winning the first set 25-23. Ames a power punch in the middle for Texas.
Aiden Ames going off 1 foot, driving in front of the setter. She's very comfortable in front of the setter. You're not going to see her go a lot behind, but has success there.
Service error for Texas.
When we talked to Jared Elliott today, he talked about having Ramsey Gary as part of his lineup with Emma Halter. He said, look, if you want to win at this level, you need 2 elite ball control players in the backcourt. He's got that with Ramsey Gary and Emma Halter.
Yeah, for 2 seasons, she was the libero at Indiana, a 2-time all-conference selection, and a volleyball family. Her sister, Quincy, played volleyball at Alabama, was the libero for the Crimson Tide. Louisville's on a 6-2 run right now. Stafford puts puts it away.
Ramsey Gary in the backcourt, steps in, sets that ball to Tori Stafford, gives her height and room to see in Blackshear.
Blocked by Texas's set point Longhorns.
Swindle and Button all over that. Ella Swindle, one of the best blocking setters in the country.
Almost a collision on the Louisville side. Texas.
And her calmness has grown, and she's a true leader out there.
Yeah, I think it was so important for Emma Halter to play next to somebody like Zoe Fleck, especially as a freshman.
What an amazing experience. I think Emma Halter came in fearless, which is fantastic, but to learn next to Zoe Fleck, who takes pride in everything she does and connects people, what an experience and a learning opportunity.
This is a Texas program that has 4 NCAA titles and an AIW title. Second set, totally different for Texas. They were able to take care of business, too.
For Texas, total turnaround after making too many errors in the first set.
Off the block. That connection faltered a little bit in the second set.
It did, but Kara Cressy, if you get her high and wide enough, she's able to work the edges of the block, and she did it on that one, turning it down that line.
We'll at least go 4 sets here now that we're even at a set apiece. Spears out of the back row. Kara Cressy.
Kara Cressy so disciplined in the eye work just to focus and see where Kari Spears is attacking to that ball. You're in the middle of the court, you got to guess. And she guessed wrist away, which means that angle swing. Fantastic work defensively.
Louisville serving down the line. Cabello pushing it to Peterson. Got it.
Louisville all over that tip in the middle of the court. Bodies flying. They've got so many good littles in the backcourt. Those tips are not going to drop. Texas needs to stay aggressive.
Oh, perfect opportunity for Ella Swindle to get offensive.
The benefit of having a 6'3" setter, high contact point, throws it down, calls her own number, and it starts with the perfect pass.
Jarrett Elliott says she is playing her best volleyball of her career right now. She'll take that ace.
From a kill to an ace, you can see it in her face, just the leadership, the maturity that Ella Swindle brings to this Texas team.
I like your poem you just wrote, From a Kill to an Ace. You can see it in her face.
I didn't even realize that. Thanks for paying attention.
I got you. Just waxing poetically over here.
You know.
And Louisville's going to get caught up in the net trying to set that with one hand. A 3-0 run here for the Longhorns. Spears. Cabello trying to force the slide. That's it right there.
The first set to Cressy behind was a little bit too low and wide for Cressy, but
you blink and you miss that from Spears.
And Kari Spears hitting out of the middle of the court. She's showing that she can be versatile. This is a double quick. Button goes behind, Spears out of the middle, and that just puts all sorts of pressure on the Louisville block at the net to stop her.
Yeah, Kari Spears, in the spring she was training as an outside hitter. And then they decided the last month or so they needed her on the right pin. And then you see her hit from the middle of the court.
I think Kari Spears can affect the game wherever she wants to, and Jarrett Elliott's just finding a way.
In the first set, she had 5 kills to lead Texas. Stafford's leading them overall with 10 kills as she serves. Longhorns figuring out how to stop that slide from Cressy.
Nia Button quick laterally to get out and close to Abby Vanderwall. This is a rotation where Louisville wants to spread their offense, maybe run a Bick out of the back row so they can have an added attacker.
Chacoin throws it to the middle of the court.
Louisville able to get out of that two-hitter.
Chacoin, the Purdue transfer, spent 2 seasons there. He's a #1 recruit coming out of high school, graduated early to get to Purdue. Louisville's got its 9th block.
Wow. But that was all at least.
Pass goes over, the tough serve paying off. It got Dan Meske up.
Molly Wilson coming off the bench. Excuse me, Ava Utterback.
3-0 run for the Cards. Spears goes wide. It's a 4-0 run for Louisville.
Kari Spears wanted that one. Just missing it wide.
Chacoin had to bump that over. Vanderwall.
Definitely a miscue offensively for Louisville. It looked like Naelise Cabela thought that Chloe Chacoin was coming inside, but Chloe Chacoin able to bump it over and stay in the rally.
5-0 run for Louisville. And it ends on a service error, but a nice string of points there from Ava Utterback behind the service line. Ties it at 9.
Third set has been very different. Louisville hitting 250, Texas hitting negative numbers.
Texas at 233 in set 2.
Chloe Chacoin working off the inside hand of the blocker. She's got a well-formed blocker, Kari Spears, in front of her, and then Aiden Ames working inside. So you got to be creative in the ways that you score. High hands, inside hand, outside hand, all the things.
And Madison talked about her work ethic that they're seeing in the gym every day from her to work on those creative aspects of her game. And Dan Meske sometimes has to kick her out of the gym. Like, please go home. You need to rest too in order to be good.
Abby Vanderwall continues to impress. She had a tiny sliver of a line, but she's got the range. Louisville might adjust their block a little bit wider, challenge her the other way.
Chacoin with a nice pass. Swindle to Vanderwall. Cabello, backside to Blackshear. One arm save from Stafford. Got to go over. Sherman in the middle. Swindle runs her middle with Ames. Blackshear. Tori Stafford, 2 one-arm saves in this rally. Just throw your hand out.
Tori Stafford is exceptional. Backcourt, throws her left arm, brings it back, and allows her team to stay in that rally and win it.
Stafford gets the set out of the back row. It's coming back to Texas's side. Swindle pushing to Ames. And a net violation on Louisville.
Texas now doing a really nice job defensively on block touches again, slowing down the Louisville attack. And that's why they've been able to score.
I mean, that came at Halter so fast off of Chacoin's hand.
Halter's an exceptional defender and couldn't get her hands up quick enough to keep that in the court of play.
Swindle, you can tell she's trying to get Ames going. Peterson using that block. 11 kills for Peyton Peterson.
Dan Meskey likes his hitters to be creative in the ways that they score points. They do lots of drills trying to figure out how to work against that big block.
He described Peyton Peterson, she said, look, she can get those ugly kills when she has to. She can be crafty. Gotta go over. Can fly.
Chloe Chacoin is the left back defender for Louisville, and that
Peterson is stopped by Swindle.
Louisville needs to go away from their tipping. Texas is crashing the middle defensively, and they're ready for it. Louisville needs to stay aggressive.
Sherman looking to tool the block, and that works, so Louisville jumps within one.
Texas setter front row, 8 names. Tori Stafford in the front is out of the back row.
Cameo to Cressy. Stafford's second swing. Texas hits 15 points first here in set number 3. A close dominated set number 2. It's been close here in set 3. Oh! I mean, the angle, are you kidding me?
Wow, how do you stop that? Blocker in front of Tori Stafford. Wow.
13 kills for Stafford to lead all attackers. And Louisville responds right back with a point. Remember, this is the first big test for Louisville. They hadn't played a ranked opponent until this match, and they start their first ranked opponent of the season is number 2 Texas.
And it's a big test. I thought in the first set they looked great. Second set, not so good. Third set, a little closer. So we're seeing a mix.
Meanwhile, for Texas, 5 of their first 6 opponents of the season are in the top 15. It's going to be long for Texas and a point for Louisville. They trail by 1.
One of the things and wide, which really stresses the block doesn't know where it's going.
The new SEC tournament that's back this year.
And I think these young players need that kind of stress test.
4-0 run Cardinals.
Here comes Louisville, pressure. They are so good when they serve tough, and then they block well because the offense becomes predictable.
Peterson, second rip. Down that line, and Louisville's got a 2-point lead.
Number 6 for Louisville, Hannah Kenny. She's come in to serve, but she back row. Ella Swindle's in the front row, so only 2 hitters stacked on the left for Texas.
Button cuts it wide, make it 6-0 Louisville.
Texas had the look they wanted.
Stafford stuffed. Cabello.
Hannah Kenny taking Louisville on a run from the back line.
7 straight points. That one goes long and ends the run.
Peyton Peterson had to take a tough swing with the net. Huge block in front of her. Tries to get top of the hands and misses.
Well, yes, Texas gave up 7 straight points, but they're only down 3. Make it 4.
Oh my goodness. Kara Cressy left a dent in the floor on this one. Look at the seam. Quick arm right between Stafford and Button.
Oh, fun play there for Kari Spears.
Combination play using Kari Spears in the middle of the court behind Button. The block was up and then down, and that gave Kari Spears some room to operate.
This time Texas ready for the slide. Vanderwall. Chicoine tooling the block.
Hitter coverage for Louisville dialed in right now. Ball's coming back a lot, but Louisville ready to cover their hitters.
Ava Utterback led them on a nice service run earlier in this set. One arm save from Stafford. We've seen that before. Free ball back to Louisville. Trying to go Sherman off of 1 foot. Too much for Vanderwall.
Hannah Sherman did a nice job saving that ball back in the court. Louisville's defense really keeping them ahead in those rallies.
And Texas is going to call a set point Louisville after the ace.
Abby Vanderwall, the freshman for Texas, passing down that line, but it looks like she shifts out of the picture and Emma Halter is supposed to cover that line.
Vanderwall comes back and tools the block. Second set point Louisville.
Good response from the freshman. Steps in, passes the ball, and then answers with a tool.
Kujundjic will sub in to serve. Second set point for the Cards. Chicoine really had to reach for it, and a third set point on the way.
Perfect pass opportunity.
Look at Texas go here.
This is a tough
fourth set point Louisville.
Work, come here, go work.
Chicoine wants a touch. Must win set for Texas. Misconnection with Sherman behind the center.
This is an interesting rotation because Blackshear's in the middle. They can run her to the right side and put Sherman in the middle, but they tend to leave Blackshear in the middle and Sherman on the right.
There's Peyton Peterson. Abby Vanderwall right down the line.
We've seen Abby Vanderwall turn it down the line when she's just got a sliver of space, and she's also really good inside the block. So if you're a blocker, you cannot even give her a sliver. You got to take it away.
Blackshear. Vanderwall just hits it over, had to. Blackshear looking for line, won't get it.
The freshman Blackshear for Louisville struggling offensively. She's got 2 kills on 16 attempts with 2 errors.
Cover.
Texas stopping Peyton Peterson. Which is over, but Texas out to a strong start, and we're seeing Louisville make a change here and bring in Molly Wilson to set. We saw them do this earlier in the match too. And immediately they get a kill from Calissa Blackshear behind the setter.
They need to get some offense on the right side, and if the connection between Wilson and Blackshear is better, why not use it when Blackshear's in the front row?
It's Louisville its first point of this set. It's a must-win set for Texas. Peterson coming in hot, and Molly Wilson, somebody that is a veteran that has experience, played 4 seasons at Washington.
Work inside the block.
Just the 5th set of the season that she's played in, 2 of those coming tonight. Wilson goes to Blackshear. Yeah, and it's a good connection.
When we talked to Dan Meske, he said, look, have you had to make an adjustment in terms of setting? He said, look, we like to lob it up to her because she plays so high and let her just go up and get it. And that's why the connection between Wilson and Blackshear is working.
Yeah, Calissa Blackshear, a true freshman opposite. Came in January, though, so that spring session so important to train if you're going to have an impact in the fall.
Definitely. You get those reps, you find your sweet spot instead of starting out, when you come in the summer.
We're throwing a lot at Blackshear, and Dan Meske said there's going to be a learning curve, but they're okay with living with that.
Peyton Peterson setting that block up on the left side for Louisville, and Kara Cressy getting her 9th block.
And Louisville has tied its season high with 12 blocks. A 4-0 run to tie this game after Texas scored the first 4 points of the set.
Blackshear gets a stop on the right, 24 in black.
I feel like this is the most that we've called her name all night.
She's been really quiet. They haven't been able to get her going offensively. And good things happen when you can get a player some kills.
They used a 7-0 run in set 3 to propel them to a win. Vanderwall looking angle. Speaking of 7-0 runs, here's one now.
Louisville's putting all sorts of pressure on Texas and Vanderwall, who's trying to thread that needle in the sharp angle.
Cressy, a key cog for this Louisville team. They're on a 7-0 run right now. Free ball back to the Cardinals. Blackshear. Schramm dives for it. Vanderwall. Tooling the block that ends the run, and a much-needed stop for Texas.
And Tori Stafford playing middle back defense, digging that ball perfectly overhand, making really solid reads for Texas in the backcourt.
Schramm with a perfect pass, but Cressy puts it wide.
Louisville got the look they wanted. Set was good. Cressy just turned it a little bit wide. Both freshmen left and right side for Texas using that block. Abby Vanderwall on the left, Kari Spears on the right.
And Texas not letting the 7-0 run by Louisville phase them. They're able to tie up this game.
Texas is attacking Louisville from the... Not counting the perfect pass where Cressy went wide. They've been out of system.
Meaning they don't have all three attacking options they can go to. Service error from Kujujic. Tied at 8. It was a 4-0 run for Texas before that service error. You've got to win this set to force a fifth and keep this match going.
Both teams struggling offensively, but I think it's due to the strong defense on the other side of the net as well.
Molly Wilson running the slide with Kara Cressy. Bombing in is Kari Spears. Kari Spears now with 12 kills as she rotates out. She's coming off, remember, a season-high 14 kills against Stanford in their last match.
Texas knows what's coming, and they're on it defensively. This is a rotation where setter is front row, hitter stacked on the left side. Chloe Chicoine is the only back row option as an attacker.
Benny has subbed in now for Texas. Ultra has to set up Vanderwall. And she got it off the block.
This is a trouble rotation for Louisville. They have to figure out a way. Dan Meske brings his starting setter back on the court.
So Nelis Cabello is back on the floor, number 8 in black for Louisville. Texas is on a 7-1 run. We've already seen Louisville go on a 7-0 run in this set. Tight pass to the net. Aiden Ames just won a joust.
Texas is in the attack mode, and it shows. I feel like Louisville's trying to play catch-up, a little bit defensive. They need to make a play.
8-1 run. Benny's serve is long. Just drops in the ace.
That ball was moving and the bottom just dropped out. Jump float serve with tons of pace. Beautiful and timely ace for Peterson.
Louisville's got a season high 5 aces. Their goal is a 1-to-1 ace to error ratio. It's a tough thing to do.
Aiden Ames getting outside so fast to close that block. She knew in transition that Louisville wanted to go left side because Kara Cressy wasn't up in transition. The play happened so fast. Texas block knows exactly where to go.
And Aiden Ames, a player that came in immediately, was into the lineup as a freshman last year in the middle. A tough place to play. Just worked so hard at it. Time Louisville's using that Texas block to its advantage. Chicoine's got 10 kills. She hits the double-figure mark. Third time this season she's had 10 or more kills in a match. Service error.
Right now, Louisville hitting negative numbers because they have 6 hitting errors in this set, but it's still just a 3-point game.
Pass was tight. That's pretty much all Cabello could do. Stafford calls corner.
Texas all over that setter throwdown defensively, especially on the tight pass.
You know, we've mentioned how Jarrett Elliott talks about the elite level of connection with this group. How much does that play a role in a match this tight?
It's very important when you can rely on the person next to you. You know everybody trusts you. Everybody's all in. That's really important. It comes down to chemistry.
Devin Kahahawai with the nice kill for Texas. They're on a 3-0 run.
The 2-hitter rotations have been trouble for Louisville all night.
Largest lead for the Longhorns.
Good redirection there.
And Nailys Cabello told us today after serve pass, it's one of the areas of her game she's trying to figure out is, when do I call my own number? When do I be offensive as a setter? Stafford too wide. Cabello is somebody that ran a 6'2" her whole life and would hit in the front row.
Cabello is one of those athletes who, yes, she can hit, so she would set out of the back row, hit in the front row. And this is her first year running a true 5-1.
She was the ACC Freshman of the Year last season, ran a 6'2". Being that these two setters, setter always in the back row. One arm save from Halter. Chicoine just unloaded.
Chicoine block out of bounds using Kahawai, the big 6'4" right side blocker for Texas.
Kahahawai trying to give it right back. Black sheer off hands. Chicoine's gonna tool that block again.
Louisville likes to go to that left side pin, especially in transition. Chicoine's so good at finding ways to score.
Now it's a 4-0 Louisville run. Service error ends that run. We have seen both teams go on runs here of 7-0.
It's been wild. It's been an emotional roller coaster over here.
It's a must-win set for Texas. If Louisville wins this set, the match is over. And a connection they've been working through all night, Sherman and Cabello.
The dog set or the slide set that is meant for the middle attacker to go off one foot, it's coming off the net, which makes it hard to get on top of as an attacker. They've got to work that connection.
What a dig by Halter. Peterson back row. Ramsey Gary diving into the front row, anything it takes.
We haven't seen a lot of back row attack, but that was a really important one from Peyton Peterson to end that long rally for Louisville.
4-25.
Louisville's got a big front line 3-hitter option when they need it.
Kari Spears out of the middle of the floor. That's effective.
Usually you have a pin hitter that can hit high balls and fastballs to the pin, but not that quick tempo out of the middle. Kari Spears allows that versatility, running it quick out of the middle for the kill.
I think we're just seeing a glimpse of the dangerous weapon she can become over her career. Peterson wants a touch. It was signaled out. How do they handle adversity when things aren't perfect? They started this match off with 4 early attacking errors, and you blinked, and Louisville was up 6-1 in the first set. Blackshear backside.
Really nice connection to Blackshear. They brought her inside. They lob it up there, and she goes up and get it. High contact point, driving that ball down with power.
This has been her best set of the match. Swindle trying to go to Button, and Kara Cressy rejects it.
A kill, a block. Louisville has a strong front row presence right now. Can they get more stops?
Spears out of the middle. Kari Spears has tied her season high, 14 kills. The block in full force. Louisville's got a season-high 16 blocks.
Louisville did a really nice job moving their block inside, and probably the 2 longest blockers at the net take care of that block stuff for Louisville.
Holly, Kara Cressy has 13 blocks.
She's been really impressive on the defensive side of the net. They need to get her going more offensively.
That's one off her career high. You can set her in the middle, you can set her on the right side. Wherever you give her the ball, she can take care of it.
If you're Hannah Kenny playing in that right back defensive position, you need to be balanced and you need to be ready for the heat coming from Kari Spears of Texas.
He wants it on the slide. You called for them to get her going offensively. There's kill number 8.
Dan Meske told his team, look, we need everybody. We can't just rely on the left side. How about the ball clipping the tape? Kara Cressy's running her route, stops to pass it, and then puts it away off the block.
Just another day at the office. Vanderwall gets through the block. Texas needs 2 more points.
So important. If you want to stop Texas, your hands need to be up and over quickly. You cannot be late defensively on that press.
Cabello, Cressy, good connection.
Cressy that time got on top of the ball. Block was late. She was able to hit down into it on their side of the net. Crucial for Louisville to get out of that 2-hitter rotation with the side out.
Now they have struggled in that rotation all night. Texas has set point, trying to force a 5th.
Cabello just needs to do a little work with her hands to turn it back in and get that block to go back on Texas' side.
Sends this thing to a 5th set.
Texas.
And Tori Stafford just picking up where she left off.
I think it's interesting, Louisville serving Emma Halter. Emma Halter is a very good passer, Initially, they wanted to load up Tori Stafford, maybe serve her short, make her move, and then try and have to kill the ball.
Blackshear on the other side. Before this set started, Dan Meskey talking to his Louisville Cardinals team.
We have to serve tough. We might miss a serve, get over it, but not everything's as big as it feels, not everything's as small as it feels. It just kind of is what it is. But we said before the match they're going to experience us. So let's make them experience us in the fifth.
The plays, the defensive things, and executing on a high level. So focusing on your side of the net is important.
Swindle tried to dump it. What a save from Chicoine, and Louisville gets the point!
Ella Swindle, the setter for Texas, is 6'3". The ball was on the net. She back throws it down, and I have no idea how Chloe Chicoine got under that ball.
What a play! And Louisville still serving at the libero for Texas. Emma Halter, which usually your pro is one of your better passers, if not the best passer.
And Emma Halter's been impressive, but for some reason, they want her down that line and are going after her.
That's working. Louisville's on a 4-0 run. That service error stops it.
So hold that run. Watch your truck, watch your truck. Good. Good, cover.
Cabello to Peterson.
Beautiful set out to Petey on the left, working through a big seam and that inside hand in the middle blocker. When Louisville's in system, they can go so fast to that pin.
And Peyton Peterson's got 17 kills. Stafford.
That was an important kill for Chloe Chicoine. That was a two-hitter rotation, one that they've been struggling in. They got the pass they needed. Chloe Chicoine going high in that seam.
I think we've seen every aspect of her game. I mean, she is such a well-rounded player. 2 seasons at Purdue before transferring to Louisville.
Wait on.
That's in for Abby Vanderwall.
Defensively, you have to be on that perimeter against Vanderwall. She can hit it consistently sharper than you think.
She's one of 3 freshmen that Texas has played this year. 2 of them are in the front row right now for Texas, Kari Spears and Vanderwall. Cabello pushing it out to Chicoine. Vanderwall readjusting. Sherman on the slide. That looked better. Vanderwall will not get the touch. It goes long. And Texas is not going to challenge this.
I don't think they have one.
Yeah, they do. They have one left.
Have one left?
Yeah.
Coaching staff didn't see it.